I was inspired to write this book to help individuals who are afflicted with some type of brain or mental dysfunction or have a loved one who is. I am among you, and I am empathetic. I acknowledge that there are complexities around whether and when we should consider some conditions as dysfunction, as opposed to a type of neurodiversity that society has wrongly become intolerant to. Cases of autism, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and depression are all examples. That said, for each of these conditions, a subset of diagnosed individuals suffer in ways that can benefit from treatment. For those individuals, when our existing treatments fall short, we need better ways to help them. With this empathetic spirit, I use the terms dysfunction and disorder to refer to the conditions of individuals who need better solutions than the ones we can offer them today. I approach this book with some trepidation about the voice with which to write it. Scientific progress does not follow from individual authors offering up their independent genius ideas. Instead, progress follows from communities that work and move somewhat independently, but also together like a flock. In brain research today, that community includes tens of thousands of individuals, all contributing. Among them, no individual researcher holds the special key to unlocking insights into what type of thing the brain is, how it breaks, and what to do about it when it does. The questions we need to answer about the brain are vast, and they are much too big for any one of us to take on. It is up to a community, not a few individuals, to figure these things out. In that light, as this book's author, I regard my role first and foremost as a curator. My job here is to sift through an immense amount of material about the brain and mind, to extract what's most valuable, leaving behind what's not, and in doing so, enhance what brain researchers like to call the SNR, signal-to-noise ratio. My task is to channel the ethos of this era to spell out the emerging intellectual framework driving brain research forward. I regard this as an extremely important task and take it very seriously. As a brain researcher with decades of experience in many flavors of it, from molecular to systems, from experimental to computational, from the nuts and bolts foundational work to the early stages of exploring a new therapy, I believe I'm reasonably well equipped for the role, or at least as well equipped as anyone in a community that fosters specialists. But as you listen, please know that these aren't my genius ideas. They are the curated genius of a large community of which I am but one member. I've agonized a lot about how to best convey these ideas in a broadly accessible and compelling way, weighing the factors that scientists tend to prioritize, like attribution, versus, yes, I'll say it, the pragmatic tedium of reading traditional scientific prose. I've concluded that everything has its place, and when both scientists and non-scientists alike take the time to read a nonfiction book, they want to focus on ideas. This is why, for the most part, I will describe the scientists involved generically as the researchers. In some cases, the researchers are part of the narrative. In those cases, I name them. But when the focus is on the ideas themselves, I do not. Please know that when I refer to the researchers, I refer to the devoted and passionate work of real individuals. I apologize to those individuals when I cannot fully acknowledge their contributions in this context. I hope they understand.